friends, it's been a while. I am here in my sunroom. So I am sitting down. It is April 13th and this is a writing vlog. Surprise. My friend Diane, whom you probably all know, Diane Marie, and I have been trying to get ourselves together to get to writing our sophomore novels. And between stuff going on in her life and stuff going on in my life, it just hasn't happened for either of us. And this weekend Diane said, okay, I'm ready, we're doing the thing. So we have updated our pacemaker tracker challenge and all the things. And today, Monday, we are starting. So Diane has already been working all morning, amazing. And I have been doing, I had to do homeschooling with the kids this morning, and then I did some client work this morning. I have some more client work to do this afternoon, but I'm sitting down to get this done before that, while I still have energy and brain capacity and all the things. So I'm gonna be working in here, and I'm gonna be working on my new writer deck, which I did do a TikTok about. I don't think I posted it to YouTube Shorts because it was too long, or maybe that was the video before. So you might have seen it already. So I have my new Books Note Air 5C, I think it's called. It's a lot of words and letters and things. So this is an e-ink Android tablet. I still have not found any software that will sync between the Android and my Macs and my iPhone. So that's really frustrating. If you have suggestions of something that is not web-based, it has to be apps, that has an app for Android, Mac, and iOS, please let me know. Anyway, so I'm gonna just be writing in Google Docs for now until I figure something else out, and copying and pasting, which is super annoying, but it is what it is. Yes, so I have that tablet. It does come with a stylus if I decide I want to do like scribbling of notes of any sort. And then I have my Logitech Keys to Go 2, which has this nice little cover on it, so it's good for taking it places. So super portable setup. Anyway, that's my setup that I am using. I should probably tell you why. Hopefully to prevent migraines. I feel like I've talked about this 800 times already, and it's because I've made 2 short form content videos about it, but I have multiple headache and migraine syndromes. I have a whole host of triggers for those. One of the triggers for some of the types of headaches and migraines I get is screens. So the thought was, especially now that now I'm up to 4 clients for virtual assistant work. Like my brain is already maxing out at like 2 hours on a computer. So having 4 clients, which is now gonna be more like 4 hours a day, is gonna be a lot for my head to handle. So I'm gonna be using the e-ink device for writing, and hopefully that means I will still be able to write. And then I've also yesterday started a new migraine medicine. So fingers crossed all of those things will work together in my favor and I can actually get some writing done. But it is now time to do the writing. I need to actually do the thing. I have to pick my kiddo up in less than an hour. I was planning on writing for at least an hour, so I'm now already behind. My goal for today, I think I should have checked my pacemaker before I sat down. I think it's 887 or 867. Let me see. My word count goal every day is 857 words. So honestly, I should be able to bang that out in like 40 minutes if I really put my mind to it. Maybe even less than that, like half an hour if I really put my mind to it. So that's my goal from now until the end of June. I would love to finish this book by the end of May, which is 6 weeks. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I really hope that I can get myself into a good flow and make that happen, because I really need to be drafting Project AAO in June. So wish me luck. Here I go. Okay friends, super successful writing. I did have to take a break partway through to run and pick up my kiddo, but That was just from around the corner. So I was only gone for, I don't know, like 7 minutes total. That was super successful. So I wrote 783 words before I left. And that was in, I want to say just over half an hour. And then I came back, and in the last 15 minutes, I finished up with 1,202 words. So super exciting. I've passed my word count for today. I am feeling super motivated, so I do want to be ahead whenever I can, so that if I do have one of those days where I fall off the wagon or I get off track, I'm not behind. I'm just no longer ahead, if that makes sense. And yeah, we will see how things go tomorrow. Okay friends, it has been a day. I'm gonna be so for real with you. You are getting a quick iPhone intro and maybe a moment or two of B-roll if you're lucky. My work day was insane. I went to the gym. I did homeschool with the kids. It is 6:02 p.m. and I still have something else I need to do for work that's probably going to take like, I don't know, half an hour. But I knew if I didn't sit down and get this done right now, then it would not get done. I do not want to do this right now. I do not feel like I have any creative juices right now. I'm tired. I just want to relax, but I need to do the thing. I am not going to fall off the bandwagon on day 2. So I am going to see how far I get. What did I say? My word count is supposed to be 857 or something, although now that's changed because I got ahead yesterday. I want to say maybe 834. I don't know. Anyway, if I can hit anywhere close to 850-ish, that'll be awesome. So let's just see how it goes. Oh, hey, did I remember to film B-roll? No. Did I remember to film an outro? Also no. I finished not too long ago, like 10 minutes ago. I wrote for about 50 minutes. I got 932 words, so I did the thing. I passed my goal for the day, which was 851. So that's good. I did more than I needed to again. Love that for me. It was tough. The words were tough today. Hopefully tomorrow will be better because I will have less work stuff happening. But Thursday is going to be rough because I have like 4 meetings, I think, for work, plus my like 2 hours of actual work. So yeah, I'm really not sure how I'm going to fit writing in on Thursday. We'll have to see. But so far, so good. That's the update. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to be honest. The quality of this writing vlog is definitely not what I was planning on. I keep sitting down to work and forgetting to grab my camera. My camera is downstairs. The charger is downstairs. And I have been writing upstairs in my sunroom. So I keep forgetting to grab the camera before I sit down. And then there is no way I'm getting back up and going downstairs because I might not come back sit down again. So we're on the phone yet again. I will try and get some B-roll. I'm not making any promises. So I am sitting at 3,300 words exactly, I think, because I think I remember looking at it and being like, that's weird. When does that ever happen? I think it was 3,300 words as of yesterday. So I have, I think 850 is my word goal for today. And yeah, hopefully I can do more than that. It has been a day again already. I say already, but it's 5:22. So, I mean, the day is almost over. Anyway, I'm gonna do the thing, I guess. Wish me luck. Okay, I'm coming to you with a much better update than I was expecting. I wrote for about an hour and 10 minutes and I wrote 1,611 words. So almost double my word count for the day, which is amazing. It was a struggle at the beginning, but once I got to the part of the scene that I was really looking forward to writing, then it became a whole lot easier. Are they good words? No. I'm basically just telling myself the story right now, which is not the way I typically approach a first draft. I, in the past, have really been focused on trying to make the first draft a fairly solid draft. And I mean, that's not to say that I'm not doing that now, but I'm definitely focused more on just getting the story out, telling myself the story, and everything else is figure outable later. You can't edit a blank page, right? So I'm really excited, actually. I'm at almost 5,000 words now total. So that's really awesome. I will hit that 5,000 words tomorrow, which will be amazing. And then I'll write again Friday, and then I'll have the weekend off. So anyway, that's my update for today, Wednesday, April 15th, maybe. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, friends, we're back in my sunroom. I just yapped for like 10 minutes, and I feel like it was way too much spiel and not information that you need. So I am going to try again. It is Saturday, May 2nd. It's like 10 to 10 in the morning. My family has gone out to our local comic game store for free comic book day. There is a Dungeon Crawler Carl comic that they are all very excited to get. Yes, Jesse has been reading them to the kids. However, he has been redacting and altering things as he's reading aloud at bedtime. Obviously taking out some of the more adult content while leaving the meaning and everything as much intact as he can. Our eldest, who's about to turn 15, definitely gets a lot more of the nuanced jokes and stuff than the younger two, but they've all really enjoyed it. So they are off to do that. I don't know how long they're gonna have to line up or wait or whatever, but I thought I would sit down and get some writing done. I did not write since my last update, which I don't even know what day that was, the 19th or 20th or something like that, I think, of April, until yesterday. Life has been crazy busy with kids activities and adult activities and work, taking on new clients and all the things, and trying to get my greenhouse up and going for the year. It was so nice and warm, and now it feels like winter outside today. It's May. Let's get our shit together. Climate change is no joke. So I've been distracted quite a bit by the greenhouse and the gardening things, and that's sort of been my priority when I'm not working or taking kids to activities. And I decided yesterday, May 1st, that I needed to buckle down and get my shit together. So I did not end up doing that until like 9 o'clock at night last night because I kept running out of time for various reasons. So I only sat down for like 15 minutes, but I had promised myself and promised Diane Marie that I was gonna write yesterday. So I did sit down for like 15 minutes and wrote 359 words. So I felt good about that I at least sat down and did it. And previously that would have been like almost half my daily word count for the day. But now, because I've missed so many days, I think I'm up to like 1,065 words or something like that. And that is looking at 5 days a week. I don't have it in my plan to write on the weekends, but I think if I could get caught up a little bit by writing this weekend, then that would be great. The reason I don't have that in my plan for the weekends is because that's the only time Jesse's home. So when I'm wanting to do building raised garden beds and like all of these things, that has to be done on the weekend when he's here, because although I very much believe that I am capable of doing that myself, I don't really want to, and he will do a better job than I will. So I am happy to let him do that, but that is a weekend thing, and obviously I can't be holed away writing. So I need to stop chatting, otherwise they're gonna be home before I even get started. So I would like to write today, how many words? Let me pull up my pacemaker. Okay, so I am at 5,273 words total. So right now it's saying, yeah, 1,065 words for Monday to Friday to finish by June 30th. And we had talked before that I would actually really like to finish by the end of May. I don't think that's going to happen with how busy my life is right now. But that's what it's looking like. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do my morning pages because we went out yard sailing this morning. No success. It's early in the season. And I'm going to read a little bit from Story Genius, and then I'm going to get into some writing. Hi friends, it is Sunday, March 3rd. I forgot to update yesterday after I wrote. I did not sign off. So yesterday I wrote for about 50 minutes and I wrote 1,188 words. So that was great. That all came pretty easily to me yesterday, so love that. Today I am going to sit down and, oh my god, I cannot with my hair. Growing out your hair is literally the worst. None of this looks good. This is why I wore a hat this morning. I am hoping for another 1,000-ish words today, and that's really gonna help me start to get back on track. I think I'll need another couple of weekends of writing to really get back close to my word count, depending on how well I do this coming week. But I would really like to get back on track. Anyway, I think this video has been super long, super rambly at this point. I don't know how many days I've filmed. I want to say this is day like, I don't know, 6 or 7. Oh, I can hear my kids now. 7 or 8. Yeah, I think I have about a week of filming maybe. So I think this will be the end of the vlog. I will give you an update when I'm done writing today, and then hopefully I can get this up for you this week and get on with this book. All right, wish me luck. It's getting darker in here. I wrote for probably 45, 50 minutes and wrote 1,325 words, so that's great. That's even more than yesterday. Love that for me. And now it is time for me to get on with the rest of my evening. So that is going to be the end of the vlog for me. I have officially written, let me see. So I have officially written 7,786 words. So I am 13% of the way through my goal. Whew, all right. It's more than 10%. It's more than 0%. So I'm gonna take it. That's all for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed my kind of chaotic writing vlog, trying to get back into the swing of things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye friends.